morning, everybody. How are you all doing today? Right, I'm just having a rejig of the things that are on the mantelpiece because I'm going to get my decks out today. Oh, so I thought I'd just quickly get these bits off the mantelpiece. I need to put up a little washing line for my cards soon. Now, precious photographs. My two granddads, grandpas, me and my sister on a bit of old farm machinery at my grandparents', rusted. We thought it was great for playing on. And my beautiful, fabulous, gorgeous Charlotte Bronte, photographed from above. Kind of an odd angle, but I love it. My friend at the time, a brilliant photographer, just snapped it and it was perfect. Right, let's pop those on the ironing. Yes, the ironing board is out for now. And then make space for the lights. Once I've got the lights out, I'm going to sit down with you all and we can do the advent calendar, of course. But, and then I can start getting the decks out. But this is the first job, the lights. And of course, what's the first thing we do with our lights? A quick little plug in. Let's just make sure they still work. Yay! So, I'm desperate to hum Christmas tunes, but I can't because I'd be clobbered. Uh-oh, why are you flickering? Yeah, I'd be clobbered for the copyright. That will do for now. Right, let me get you closer in. Let's have a seat. And let's do our advent calendar first and then some decorations. Oh, I'm actually getting really quite warm this morning. I don't know why. Sun's out. And getting warm reminded me that I'd forgotten to say a couple of days ago, thank you so much to Rio for the lucky blanket. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is going to keep me so snuggly. It's not actually that cold yet. Now I want it to get really cold so I can play with my electric blanket. Well, not play with it. Don't play with electric, kids. Anyway, brilliant. Thank you. Yeah. I think we tend to get colder more sort of into sort of January, February. So I will christen it soon. Thank you. Right. I am warm this morning. Right, where are we? The 12th. Oh, I was going to say I should have looked before I sat down, but I've got it. What is it? What is it? Oh my goodness, how perfect is that? Honestly, I had no idea. So it's a little decorated Christmas tree. That's mad. Because I don't normally get my decorations out until one more week's time. And I've kind of done it, well, one of the reasons I'm doing it early this year is because I know that, well, I'm hoping it'll spread a bit of cheer to all of you who aren't feeling too cheerful, but that is bonkers. There's no way, there's no way I could have seen through, honestly. Guide's honour. Oh, I love a little bit of synchronicity. That's fantastic. Goodness knows what the literary calendar is going to say. It surely can't be anything to do with a tree. If it is, I might freak out. Where are we? Number 12. Oh, there we go. Honestly, it can't be another tree one. What does it say? The image of Christmas elves in Santa's workshop was popularised by the 1873 Christmas issue of Godey's Lady's Book. Its front cover showing Santa Claus surrounded by toys and elves. Sweet. 1873, elves in the workshop. That's the image. I wonder if there's a written account of elves helping Santa before then. Because they do, kids, you know, they do. Those elves, they work really hard I hope they're getting a good hourly rate. Fab. Right then, let's pull some decorations out of the box, and not too many. I'll pull a few out and then I'll show you once they're on the mantle, because otherwise I'll be here for 5 hours reminiscing. So actually, let's bring the box up onto my knee. That will be easier, won't it? So first of all, I was saying yesterday about the angel on top of the tree. This is my little angel, my little tree angel. She's actually, I don't know if you can see up her skirt. Let me do this. She's a peg. Remember? That kind of wooden. Yeah, so she's a little clothes peg, little wooden clothes peg. Her arms are pipe cleaners. Her hair is just calico, and tied in little knots to make it sit. Yeah, my little sort of shaker, a little shaker angel. I made her years and years ago when I was having an entirely homemade Christmas. Realised I didn't have an angel for the top of the tree, so I had to quickly whiz her up with her little felt heart with bits and pieces I had lying around the house. She's special. All sorts. Oh, probably one of my absolute most favourite decorations. Isn't that a beauty? Oh, it's got little bits of fluff stuck to it. That came all the way from Moscow in the late 80s, just around the time of glasnost and perestroika. Remember when those two words first entered our vocabularies? It's beautiful. When I look at that, I always think of Fabergé and those amazing eggs. Gorgeous. I've got quite a few corn dolly decorations like this. That's for my grandma, because one of the many things my grandma turned her hand to in their self-sufficient life, being a subsistence farmer, being a cottage industry, was making corn dollies. So she used to glean the cornfields after the harvest, glean them both for the grains, but also stalks. If the stalks were really tiny, she would just make really tiny things. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. I don't think this is one of my I've got one of my grandmas on the grandfather clock, but that I think I bought, I don't know, about 10 years or so ago at a craft fair, because as soon as I saw it, whoosh, memories back of my grandma doing her corn dollies. Of course, no mantelpiece would be complete without a little silver fox. I'm just putting them there for a minute and then I'll arrange them. Oh, my little leaping stag from Brian last year. Thank you, lovely. Where else have we? Oh, obviously I have to have a robin, don't I? Being an ex-robin nurse. Does a little wobble. Not quite. I love these kind of naive art painted metal decks. Lovely. All my decorations, they're all very humble, they're all very simple, apart from my gorgeous glass one from Moscow. But yes, they're all very simple, very humble. That one's kind of a crazily embellished little cross. This came from Bulgaria. They're from all over the place. Oh, and I've got a load of these sort of little wooden figures. That one's lost his leg. They're falling to pieces over the years. I've got a whole bag of them here, but all these little wooden figures. I don't have space for all of them on the mantelpiece. If I had a tree, they'd all fit. But yeah, they were from Auntie Teapot years and years and years ago. So they get a space. Oh, she's fine, by the way. I know some of you will be asking about her, thinking about her. Yeah, she's fine. Doing as well as can be expected for a woman of her age, keeping her carers on their toes. Of course, I'm desperate to see her, but we'll just see, we'll get into the new year, we'll see how things go with travel and what have you, because I don't want to risk myself and I don't want to risk her. I do not want to risk her. But yes, I manage to, I keep a check of how things are, both in terms of, I speak to the carers often and or the locum doctors. I had another locum doctor call me the other day who doesn't know her. He's like, oh. And he said to me, excuse me, I was actually walking to the garden. It's on my mobile phone. It's really hard to hear. He's going on. I was like, hang on, can you just speak more slowly, a bit louder? Okay, you with her at the moment? Yeah, she's fine. Okay. He said, how was she yesterday? So I had to explain, I wish it's on the tops of their notes, but yeah, I had to explain that I don't actually live with her or anywhere near her, and that actually I haven't seen her since the beginning of March. So actually it's much better to call the carers and ask them how she was yesterday, but she's fine. This is so sweet. You're not going to get the effect of it, I don't think, because the window's over there. It's a little bit of stained glass. You've often heard me talking, well, I've got two cousins, Naomi and Ben, but Naomi does stained glass. I wonder if you get an idea of it. No, you can't. Oh, I was going to drag the lights over, they'll go flying. But yeah, she does work in stained glass and fused glass. So it's a cute little tree. It was Naomi who made the beautiful fused glass toadstool that you may have seen in my shed. My other cousin, they're both very clever with their hands. Ben builds green oak buildings, does all sorts of sort of heritage restoration work. He's also handy with a bit of dry stone walling and hedge laying and all those wonderful country crafts. What else have we got in the box? We've got, oh yes, that's another pretty one. That one, I think, if I remember correctly, it's lace. Isn't that pretty? That one came from Romania. So delicate. I think some of these, I'm not sure, some of these they could do with, I don't know if they almost could do with having a sort of background to make them show. In sort of like a little gold thread, just so, can you see, it just catches the light. Pretty. Oh, and this came to me last year from Joanna. It's a kete, which is Maori for basket. So in New Zealand, these are normally woven from flax. This is a little miniature, obviously miniature, normally they're, proper basket size, woven from flax, but this one is a fabric. And the idea is you can put a couple of treats, sweeties or chocolates, to hang it in the tree. Isn't that gorgeous? And the leaf on it is the New Zealand Christmas tree. Does it say on here? I kept the card that came with it. Yeah, so the New Zealand Christmas tree, I'm going to try and pronounce it. The Pohutukawa tree. Isn't that cute? I also have a Pohutukawa on a t-shirt that the gorgeous Dave, hey Dave, sent me years ago. It's a Liverpool FC t-shirt, and on a Liverpool FC t-shirt you've got the liver birds, and they have in their beaks normally, what are they holding? Is it a piece of liver? I don't know. But on the one Dave sent me from New Zealand, because he's also a Liverpool football fan, they're holding a bit of I can't say it, can I? Pohutukawa tree. Oh, thank you, Joanna. I might have to put a couple of sweeties in that, mightn't I, to kind of forget about and then remember on Christmas Day. Oh, lovely. So yes, lots of other little bits that have come to me over the years. I mean, you've got to have your bells on your tree, haven't you? Or your mantelpiece. That's another little corn one, little heart, sweet. Oh, I think this was from a cousin as well. Look, it's a little crocheted snowman. I don't know whether she crocheted that herself. Oh, It's cute, isn't it? Oh, lovely. That's kind of about it. Oh, now I've just found another. Oh, so this is also from my cousin. So the tree I was showing you is stained glass. But this one, I'm going to have to move out of the way so you can see, is fused glass. So you can see the little sort of snowman and Christmas trees fused inside the glass. So you see it's a chunk of glass and they're fused inside. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm very spoiled, aren't I? You know what I am? I'm spoiled. I don't mean spoiled as in princessy with expensive trainers and fast cars and all that nonsense. But I'm spoiled with little tokens of love. Wonderful. I appreciate every single one of them. Right, well I think, oh, and I always like this pair together. I think it's supposed to be a little girl and a little boy. Again, just little wooden figures with woolly hats on. Very simple, but I like them. Oh, I'm about to get all mushy. Oh my goodness. I think what I'm going to do is get these all arranged. Let's put this box down for a minute. Oh la la, I'll get them arranged and give you a little shot once it's done. But otherwise, I think for now I'm going to say cheerio to you all. Happy decorating however you do yours at your place. If you're like me, you can keep it really simple, really, it's simple, but it's all special. Literally every single item has got a person attached, if that makes sense. Not literally a person, because that would make my mantelpiece, wouldn't it? But yeah, simple, but it all has huge, huge meaning to me. So yeah, however you do yours, if you go massively over the top, you know what, have fun, go for it. Or if like me, you keep it simple, just relish that moment of doing it. You know what, I'm looking at it now and thinking, oh, I should have had a glass of Baileys while I was doing this, except it's far too early in the morning to have a drink. Maybe this evening, once it's dark, it's all on there and the lights are on, maybe a little glass of Baileys then, maybe. All right, my lovelies, I will see you all again tomorrow for another window on the calendar, and I don't know what I'm going to be getting up to, but I'll be getting up to something, so I hope you will join me all then. Until then, join me all. I don't make sense sometimes. I hope you can join me. You can all Vivi, you can all join me then. Look, until then, look after yourselves. Be happy with what you're up to. See you soon. Now that's beginning to feel a little bit Christmassy. Have fun decorating, everyone. See you soon.